But let's face it, Lisa, the price of fuel goes up, the price of carriage of every goods goes up, therefore the production price of vegetables and fruit and whatever else goes up. We know the floods caused the lettuce crisis that we've currently got. We know that the price of fuel is just going to feed into it even further. There are tough times coming. Start growing stuff in your backyard, folks, I say.
Maybe herbs will sell really well. They always do well at the markets. But look, it's just really tough. And if you look at from the interest rate rise that we just saw, you have to budget in now. If you've got an average mortgage of about $500,000, you're looking at having to find an extra $200 to $300 by Christmas, and maybe another $500 a month. Now, the average family, that's a lot of money. That's the risk, and that's where they'll be looking to the government for answers. What are they going to do? The government can't keep giving handouts out. Employers can't afford to keep pushing up wages. So you're going to have to go back to the days where I remember being a very young child and seeing my parents when the interest rates were around 17%, not knowing where you were going to put the money to pay which bills. That's what we're heading towards.
Yeah, and let's face it, Caleb, we can take it all back to the price of energy, of the price of fuel, the price of electricity. In a country which is so brimming with coal and indeed nuclear, uranium, we've got it all, we dig it out and send it to the rest of the world, we're still feeding in to the cost of production of everything. Huge costs that we don't need to be paying right now if we get off this climate change rubbish.
Yes, indeed. And of course, we have a large amount of gas in this country. And where I'm sitting right now in Victoria, it's essentially impossible to drill for gas. I mean, we're finally going to have some drilling go on by 2024, I think, in Victoria. That will be the first time in decades. Fracking is still banned down here. I mean, we have these natural resources, whether they be gas, whether they be coal. I think, we've got about 400 years worth of coal still sitting under the ground in Australia. We've got a third of the world's uranium deposits. We have so much natural resources in this country that we refuse to use because we cut off our nose to spite our faces, and we pay for it every single day. And you and I and Bronwyn and Leisa, we're all pretty lucky. We've got reasonably well-paying jobs, and we can absorb this stuff when it happens. But a lot of people watching tonight can't. They're thinking about the fact that their mortgage is going up, the fact that it costs $12 to buy lettuce or $14 to buy capsicum or whatever, and they cannot take that cost. It will really get to a serious point where people will have to think, do I turn the heating on? Do I turn the lights on? I mean, this is a first world country, seriously.
Yeah.